Number 20. Emerald. I'm just gonna get this out the way now. I say Emerald, but some people say Emerl or ML, and for me, the name Emerald being derived from the term emerald, I just naturally say Emerald, so, you know, that's just the way I say it. I don't know if there's any confirmation on the name pronunciation, but anyway. I love robot characters in Sonic, seriously, but none do I love more than my beloved Emerald. I could sing to high heaven, never-endingly about him. People familiar with me and my channel have surely heard me bring up this character on more than one occasion. He is, in my opinion, extremely, almost criminally underrated in the Sonic community, and should be higher on this list, damn it. For a brief history, Emerald made his first and only appearance in the widely forgotten Sonic Battle for the GBA between Advance 2 and 3. Emerald was the game's staple character, besides Sonic himself. He was also featured, however, in a minor story arc in the Sonic X anime. But that adaptation absolutely, abhorrently butchered Emerald to high hell. A martial arts tournament? Cream being the one to defeat him by kicking him into a river? This story blows. Sonic X's portrayal was less than satisfactory, to say the least, and thus I'm going to avoid talking about that representation as much as possible. As for the game version of Emerald, boy, where do I begin? Once I start talking about him, I rarely cease to shut up. We could be here all day at this rate. But what do I like about him? Oh, I don't know, how about the fact that he was manufactured 4,000 years ago as part of the Nocturnus clan's battle droid squad, the Gizoids, super elite robots intended to be used as weapons of war against the Knuckles clan, Emerald being the most powerful model next to his two brothers, Scylla and Charib, seen in Sonic Chronicles. The word Gizoid in ancient Nocturian dialect means everything. The word everything, of course, in reference to the Gizoid's ability to continuously adapt to any combat situation by copying or assimilating the physical data of others. And not like Metal Sonic's copy ability, no. Metal Sonic only copied the statistical battle data of Sonic and friends. No. Emerald can alter his own body to attain the actual physiology of anyone else he's seen fight, replicating their powers, even down to mimicking the way they move. If he sees Sonic's super speed, he can have super speed. If he sees Tails' intellect, he can have that intellect. If he sees Knuckles' strength, he gets that strength. Shadow's chaos control, Rouge's fighting skill, even Chaos's moves. Yes, Emerald can copy the morphology of the god of destruction, the creature that single-handedly near wiped out an entire race just by looking at him. Imagine what would happen if Emerald met Silver, Blaze, or Mephiles, or any character seen in the story to date. Towards the end of Sonic Battle, Emerald had accumulated so much power that he could single-handedly, effortlessly take on Sonic and Shadow at the same time. And by the game's finale, Emerald had the combined aptness of all of the Sonic heroes, and when he went out of control, it took Sonic everything he had to even momentarily pause the Gizoid's rampage, making Emerald, in my opinion, one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful character in Sonic history. Even Dr. Gerald Robotnik took an interest in Emerald's untapped supremacy, having discovered him and going as far as to bring the seemingly dainty Gizoid aboard the Ark for a while in an attempt to study the ancient marvel of science and remove the vicious nature the Nocturnus had imprinted upon him. But before the good doctor could fully reprogram him, Emerald went wild, destroying a large portion of the Ark and vanishing. This incident is what indirectly led to GUN storming the Ark, leading to the death of Maria, the imprisonment and death of Gerald, and the capture of Project Shadow. The lore is rich here. In the beginning of battle, Emerald was void of any and all emotion, but soon progressing into that of a childlike nature, or something more akin to a newborn baby, progressively learning more and more through his experiences with Sonic and company, even down to mimicking the things that they say, like some Sonic variant of Neil Blomkamp's Chappie. Through the course of the game, we, the player, got to experience Emerald's growth every step of the way, and it truly felt like we were witnessing the maturation of life. It made Emerald likable and easier to distinguish and stand out among the rest of the characters, and I, for one, quickly welcomed him into the grand roster of existing characters with open arms. And I still regard his writing in Sonic Battle as one of the best pieces of characterization in Sonic games as a whole. By the end of the game, Emerald had attained a wisecracking, intuitive, yet ever so innocent personality of his own. Having been taught everything he needed, Emerald gained character independence and could stand on his own as a member of the team, which made what was to come even more tragic. To top this entry to the list off, Emerald gave rise to one of the most unforgettable, powerful moments in Sonic's story to date. This, for me, takes the cake on being the most saddest moment in Sonic, with Gamma's death in SA1 being a close second. I am of course referring to Emerald's final moments in Sonic Battle. Having been reverted back to his original ruthless programming by Dr. Eggman, Emerald set about destroying the Earth. Sonic arrived just in the nick of time and reluctantly engaged his former friend in battle. Following this clash with Sonic, Emerald experienced a state of extreme inner turmoil as his body and mind began to malfunction. His memories muddled together, and in his confusion, he spouted many random words and phrases. Most were erratic, but some of them were clear as crystal, and these words, man, these words broke my heart playing this game as a kid. As he convulses, he says, "Sonic, the pain," shortly followed by, Am I going to die? The feels, man! Emerald's kind personality then manages to slip back through as Sonic calls out his name. He takes control of his body for only brief moments, and in those moments, he says thank you to Sonic and laments on leaving behind all the people he's come to love. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, everyone, even commenting that he doesn't want Cream to be sad when he's gone. Astoundingly, now this is the weird part, astoundingly, despite what Emerald knows, what we all know is going to happen, Sonic himself, despite remaining cool in the face of mortal danger time and time again, experiences a period of genuine denial, completely rejecting the actuality of the situation staring him in the face and the inevitability of what's to come, telling his robotic friend that everything's going to be okay and that they're going to go home and have fun. Emerald issues his final farewell as Sonic cries out to him. The screen fades to white, and in that flash of light, Emerald is gone. Shadow explains the occurrence as Gerald Robotnik's final safety protocol. Should Emerald go too out of control, the Gizoid would destroy itself. The memory of Emerald lived on in Gemerald, Dr. Eggman's recreation of a Gizoid using data he had on Emerald. And yes, it's pronounced Gemerald, not Gemerald. I confirmed this on the official old Sonic Advance 3 Japanese website. Translated from kanji, his name enunciated is Gemaru. I mean, you know, gem, emerald, Gemerald, it makes sense. Come on. Gemerald, though significantly less powerful than his robotic cousin, was still formidable and served as a main story element of his first and only game, Sonic Advance 3. This antagonistic replica, like all of Eggman's more powerful mechs, eventually went rogue and was ultimately defeated by Sonic and Eggman together, being then reprogrammed as a peacekeeping robot by Tails and eventually living alongside Cream and her mother Vanilla, and was never seen or mentioned again. Thanks, Sega. To close this, Emerald was such a rare privilege in Sonic storytelling, such a vast well of lore, good character dev, and humor all rolled into one cute little battle bot. And in a way, as much as I want Emerald to come back, subconsciously, I kind of don't want him to. I feel like the story woven in Sonic Battle did him great justice, and many applause to the writers for that wonder. But while there's room for a return, I know, in all likelihood, Sonic games today would probably only sour the otherwise exceptional character in some form or fashion, and eventually he'd fall into underutilization as another sidelined seat warmer. So no, keep Emerald dead. For all intensive purposes, let the little guy rest, Sega. Mania got mighty and Ray, so you know what? If you're gonna bring someone back for the modern series next, do Gemerald. Let him stand as the legacy of this great, great robotic hero.